Well, turning now to the coronavirus pandemic, Maryland is now closing in on nearly 200,000 infections, and the number of people hospitalized is its highest since May.
This comes as we're learning for the first time a child under the age of 9 has died from the virus here in Maryland. As for COVID-19 vaccine, Moderna plans to apply for emergency use authorization of its vaccine with the FDA today.
Now, the pharmaceutical giant says its vaccine is 94% effective. Pfizer has already applied for emergency authorization.
The state expects increased demand for tests because of Thanksgiving travel.
And WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live at the Baltimore Convention Center, one of the state's main testing sites, which has just expanded its hours. Mike.
It has, Denise and Vic, and the health department does not want you to get frustrated over long lines at testing sites if you need a test. They say that they're trying to keep turnaround times for results to 2 to 3 days. Here at the convention center, they're now expanding to 5 days a week for testing. We did not see any long lines here today. And the governor's office just announced that he will be speaking at 4 tomorrow afternoon with an update on the state's COVID-19 response. Maryland is bracing for a surge in coronavirus cases following Thanksgiving travel and gatherings. The director of the state's coronavirus testing task force says they're expanding many testing sites to accommodate the demand, which he believes will be much like it was before the holiday.
We had been planning for weeks for this increase around the holidays.
When would we start to see that reflected in the daily numbers?
We should probably start seeing it around, Wednesday, Thursday this week, all the way through the following Monday or Tuesday.
On Monday, Maryland's positivity rate rose to 6.86%, and the health department reported 1,923 new infections and 16 more deaths, including the first death of a child between 0 and 9 years old. More than 8,000 children in that age range have been diagnosed with COVID-19. 3 people have died in the 10 to 19-year-old age range. That includes 15-year-old Dariana Dyson from Baltimore County back in May.
Any loss of life is too much, especially when precautions like simply wearing a mask, staying 6 feet apart, not gathering, those things are really easy to do.
The governor remains concerned about hospital beds filling up, tweeting, "We continue to work closely with our hospitals to handle surging COVID-19 cases and admissions. Those in charge of testing are urging you to be patient, especially with bad weather closing some testing sites Monday, like the one at Six Flags."
That's just going to put a strain on the system, no matter what system you have in place. And we just got this in from Howard County Public Schools. They say due to an increase in COVID-19 infections, that in-person instruction is suspended through the winter break, with all of their instruction virtual until then. They also say that the winter athletic season is being postponed until January 4th, and that is in Howard County. Reporting live at the City Convention Center, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, thank you, Mike. And another reminder that tomorrow Governor Hogan will give another update on the coronavirus situation in Maryland. That is scheduled to begin at 4, and you can watch his news conference, of course, here on WJZ.